One of the hardest things about self-publishing on Amazon KDP is getting reviews. And yet, reviews are one of the most important parts of selling your book. They are social proof. Readers trust what other readers say, and a book with verified reviews is always going to perform better than one without. Now, I've always told my audience, let reviews come organically. Don't be tempted by shortcuts that go against Amazon rules, because that can do more harm than good. But recently I came across something that really impressed me. It's called getauthenticbookreviews.com. This isn't about review swaps or anything like that. It's a simple system. You read other people's books, earn points, and then use those points to request reviews for your own book. And the best part is the reviews are verified purchases on Amazon, which makes them even more valuable. So in this video, I'm going to show you how the site works step by step, so you can start getting more reviews the right way. So this is the site, Get Authentic Book Reviews, and first of all you need to sign up, which is up here. I've already signed up. They will ask you a few questions, but it's really easy to sign up. So I'm just going to click Login. So this is the author profile, and you need to fill in a few things here. So you fill in your name, that's already done. The date you joined will show here, and then you can choose a name, how you're going to submit your reviews on Amazon. It says here, this is the name under which you will submit your review on Amazon. We recommend using a different name from yours or your author name. So that's the name that will come up when you leave your reviews on Amazon. Then you enter your email, the country you're in, and then you can say how you heard about them. And I would really appreciate it if you fill that in by saying you heard it from me, so you can put in the home boss or Nuria Corby. And then you click update, and then you've got the possibility of changing your password. So that's already set up for me. So once you've filled all this out, the best thing to do next is to add your own book so that your books are on this site and then other people can review it. So you would click here, and I've already added my books. I'll show you later, but it basically is really simple. You just have to add your book title, if there's a subtitle, and your author's name, and then you have to put in the pricing. And here it says, when requesting a review, we recommend setting ebook prices between 99 cents and $2.99 to increase the chances of being selected in our library. It says here, include the paperback price only for activity books, but in actual fact, I think the site doesn't do activity books anymore. It's just for ebooks. So this is one of the things that you do have to bear in mind. It's really only for ebooks. So if your book is a paperback, then unfortunately this doesn't really work. And I think the reason is because an ebook, you can make your ebook really cheap. I reduced mine to $2.99 before I added it here, because that way it was cheaper for people to buy it. People don't mind spending $2.99. If you can make it even cheaper than that, so much the better. But if you've got a paperback, imagine it's like $9.99. It's more difficult for people to pick your book to review that if they have to spend $10 on the book. So if you're making it as cheap as possible, that will encourage people to buy it, to give you the reviews. And of course, if your books are low content books, then you can't create ebooks for them. And that is why I recommend that you use this for your ebooks. So if you've got children's books and they're in an ebook format, then you can upload them here and get your reviews for those books. And if your children's books are not in ebook format, maybe you want to consider creating the ebook format so that you can then collect reviews for them. And you can use this for any fiction books, and you can also use this for non-fiction books, anything that isn't a low content book. So unfortunately, it won't work for activity books and things like that. But for any other books, it's absolutely fine. Just remember to have the ebook for your book, and then you can use this site to get the reviews. And then all you have to do is put your Amazon ebook link here, and you can then upload the cover file. But if you haven't got the cover file, then Get Authentic Book Reviews will add it for you, taking it directly from Amazon. And then you can enter the genre, so you can enter whatever your book falls into. So I entered my Home Boss Toolkit book and my Positivity Switch book. So they're both very different genres. Then you have to enter the number of pages, and then you can enter a quick summary of your book. I actually just entered the description that I've got on my book sales page, but you could also target the reviewers of this book. So this is really what the reviewers of your book will see. So then you just have to click on save, and you can add another book, or you can just go to your portfolio. I added 2 books to this, and if we go up here, own book portfolio, this will show you the books that I uploaded. So let's click on that. And here are my books. So I've uploaded the Positivity Switch and the Home Boss Toolkit, and you can see all the information here, and you can delete your book here, you can edit your book, and you can request reviews. So that is what we really want. So I've already had 2 reviews on the Positivity Switch and 2 reviews on the Home Boss Toolkit. So how do we get reviews? Well, you need points to get reviews. So I've got 10 points in my wallet. So depending on how many points you have, if you have enough points, you can then request a review. What if you don't have points, or how do you get points? You get points by reading other people's books. Oh, I forgot to say, if you click on promote your book, that will add a banner ad, and I'll show you where the banner ad appears. So you could choose to have an ad on here, which will obviously make your book stand out a little bit more. So now I'm going to show you how you get your points for your wallet, so that you can exchange them for other people's reviews. And you do that by going here to the library. So let's click on that. And this is where that banner ad appears that I was telling you about before. And you get a little bit more information here. It just kind of sums up all the rules and everything. Like it tells you step 1 is to click select to review. Step 2 would be you have to buy the ebook on Amazon in the country where you have your account. So if you're in the UK like me, you would buy it from amazon.co.uk. If you're in the US, you would buy the book from amazon.com. So that would be the best way to do it. And then you can post your review on Amazon under the same account you purchased the book, and write it under ebook, not paperback. And there's a couple of other tabs that are quite interesting. There's a how-to page that explains how you can request a review of your book and how you acquire points. Then there's another page that provides tips on what to do and what not to do when you leave your review. And you can also contact them if you have any questions. And I know the founder, the creator of this, and she has been really proactive in getting everything right and making sure that this complies with Amazon, and they're really on the ball when it comes to keeping this a really compliant site. I think that this has been a really interesting process for me. It worked brilliantly. I'll show you quickly. If I just go back, I'll show you the books that have been reviewed. So if I click on books being reviewed, there's no books there now because mine have already been reviewed. So I'll just quickly show you on the dashboard. So the reviews I've received 4 reviews, and it was for the Positivity Switch, then I got one for the Home Boss Toolkit, another one for the Positivity Switch, and another one for the Home Boss Toolkit. And this all happened in quite a short space of time, so it was really successful for me. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to read some of the books that are on this side, and I'll show you in a minute where that is, but I can also quickly show you the review. So I clicked on the link, and here's the lovely review that I received, and you can see it says verified purchase. So they bought my book, they got points for reading my book and for buying my book, and then they left the review, and now they can use those points to have one of their books reviewed. And I'll show you how that works. Just go back for a minute. And to review other people's books, you go on Library up here. And you scroll down, and here are all the books that you can choose to review. And you can also search by price. So if you don't want to spend too much money and you want to review a book that's quite cheap, 99 cents, you can do that, or you can search by author or search by genre. So let's just have a quick look at these lovely books that we can see. So I could go ahead and review any of these books, and I just want to show you all the different types of books. There's Dale's book, Advanced Self-Publishing for Authors, which I can really recommend. And there are lots of lovely books, and I just love seeing what kind of books people create as well. And the lovely thing about this is we're supporting fellow authors by doing this. So I think this is a great system, and there's all types of non-fiction books, fiction books, there's children's books. So this is really good for your children's books. If you can convert your paperback children's book into an ebook, and then you can put it on Get Authentic Book Reviews, and you can then get more reviews for it. There's another one of Dale's books, and let's see who else is on here. Actually, we can have a look by genre. Let's see if they've got children's books. There's 7 of them. So here's a lovely Abby's First Day, Ophelia's Star Clerk. So there's lovely books that we could review, which is really good for us authors to be able to support each other. Here's one of Keith Wheeler's books, which is always lovely to see. And I think that's it for children's books. But the more people join, the more books there will be to review. You buy somebody's book and you review it, and for your review you get points that you can then exchange for other people reviewing your book. So if I go back, I've got 10 points in my wallet. So if I want my book reviewed, I go on my own book portfolio, and then I can spend my 10 points on getting another review. So let's get another review for the Positivity Switch. So then I click on Request Review, and I've requested it. So it's been reviewed 2 times, and I'm looking for 1 reader. That's the new one that I've just requested. And you can see now I've got 0 points. I think this is a really good way of collecting reviews for your books. And I think they've come up with a really good system of doing that. So that's how I use Get Authentic Book Reviews. So that's how Get Authentic Book Reviews works. Personally, I think it's a brilliant solution because it's fair, it's compliant with Amazon's rules, and it actually helps authors support each other while growing their own books. Remember, reviews take time and they should never be forced. But a tool like this gives you a genuine way to make the process a little easier and get those all-important verified reviews. So if you'd like to give it a try, I will leave the link in the description below. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope this has given you an idea of how it works, and I absolutely love it at the moment because I've got a few reviews already and I've only just started. So I think this could be a really good way to get more reviews in a very genuine and Amazon approved way. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Thank you for watching The Home Boss. Thank you for watching The Home Boss, where ideas turn to gold. Every page, every story.